How's it going, nerds? My name is Lincoln, and welcome back to Everlasting Summer. In the last episode, we had just met the people at the camp of Kurvluk, Russian speak foreign languages. Look, I'm American. I don't care. And we found it, and we still have no clue what's going on, and now we're here. A mere 50 meters ahead of a small one-story house. I don't think that's how you spell story. Popped up on the left side. The sign near the door said clubs. The only thing English in this game. I was about to come closer. Purple hair, green eyes! Eee! I love her. When the door suddenly opened and a short girl wearing a pioneer uniform came out. Her pretty face gave me the impressions of one suffering from the fate of the whole mankind with a truly universal sorrow. As soon as she saw me, the girl froze, as if frightened. I froze too, considering what was the best to do. To approach first, or wait until she showed some initiative. Or maybe run away after all. Although the last option was constantly being suggested only by my self-preservation instinct, at least that's what I'd like to believe, not the worst human instinct, but far from the most logical. If this instinct played poker against deductive abilities, the outcome would be predetermined. In those deductive abilities, or at least their semblance, were hinting to me that there was no need to be afraid of this girl. So many cute characters! I love this game! Suddenly, somebody jumped out of nearby bushes. The girl wearing a bright red t-shirt with USSR written. Such a perfect reproduction of the age. She looked quite short from a distance and was probably younger than both pioneer girls. The one at the gates and this girl at the door of the clubs. Face. At last I decided to come closer, but the USSR, as I called her in my mind, jumped towards first girl and started telling her something while wildly waving her arms. The girl in turn seemed confused and lowered her gaze, remaining silent. I would have probably continued to observe their amusing dialogue, but the USSR suddenly pulled something out of her pocket and started waving it in front of the first girl's face. Huh? This something turned out to be a grasshopper. Why'd you have a grasshopper? What is wrong with you? What happened to the last button on your shirt? So many questions. The first girl squealed. She must not be too keen on insects, as she instantly rushed off towards the place where Lenin presumably made his speech about the workers and peasants' revolution. This is to say, towards the square. The square! The USR glanced at me and grinned playfully and dashed after her. Not a bad start to the day. I have absolutely no clue where I am. Besides that, there are some kids here role-playing as pioneers. And as far as I could tell, this place is located thousands of kilometers away from my home. It might even be a different reality. And this was indeed a reality. I mean, everything around me just seemed so real, if a little embellished, that I was starting to think that, in fact, my previous life could have been just a dream. And what am I supposed to do now? I was picking at the cracked paving stones of my shoe and staring aimlessly at the club's building. It was a few more seconds before I had to come up with some decision. That's when I recalled myself rolling a glass, weeping. I'm sorry, it's like 1 a.m. and my nose is stuffed. But, recording must commence. I cringed in disgust, just like my career. Perhaps it's another instinct when all energy for whimpering and self-pitying is used up. The body either goes in hibernation or mobilizes its reserves. Mine seemed to have chosen the second option, because out of the blue I found the determination to figure out what was going on. In order to do that, I had to act like a man, like a human, to maintain the dignity of a representative of my own world. Words are hard. I followed the path to my left, and on the right side, which stood small cabins. Apparently the homes of the local pioneers. Didn't they stay in the club? Was it like a club room? interesting. Actually, there was like quite cozy outside. It does actually look nice. Like, I like the benches. I feel like if I was homeless, I'd totally sleep on one of those benches. Probably like the middle one, like right here, because like that one seems like a little too rough, and that one is just too close. This one you could sit in front and like you can kind of look in through the window if you need something to look at. Talking about. Even though I was born in the Soviet Union, I had never been part of this children's organizations. Neither the pioneers nor the younger October children. I imagine the daily life of a typical pioneer camp a bit differently. Huge barracks with long rows of mental bunks. Wake up call at 6 o'clock, played by a siren. 1 minute to make your bed. And then joining formations at the drill square. This is like an easy boot camp. Or wait, could I be confusing it with something else? Suddenly something struck me in the back. It was that little girl, wasn't it? I staggered but remained in my seat, turned around and prepared to fight heroically for my life. Why are they all cute? But all I found was another girl standing before me, my mouth hung open in surprise. Pick your jaw off the ground, baka! I closed my mouth. Same pioneer uniform, but the way it was wearing looked, let's say, provocative. Like all the girls I had met here before. This one was rather cute, but her overly arrogant expression killed any desire to get to know her better. I wouldn't say that. Me and her to be like best friends. New here. Are you? Fine. See ya. She threw a threatening glance at me and walked past. Oh. I waited for the pioneer girl to turn the corner. Who knows what else she might be up to. The most interesting thing was that even this hostile girl seemed completely normal to me. She did not give off the feeling of some deadly danger. Except maybe of getting punched in the nose, which happens with every woman I talk to. Yeah, I'm not the best. At least I managed to make it out to the There is no Lenin on the armored car, although one could easily expect something like that after all this had happened. Instead of, however, a monument to a certain comrade towered in the middle of the square. These letters on the pedestal said Genda. Must be some big figure in the party. There were some small benches on the sides. It's quite pleasant here. Now, where did that girl tell me to go? To the left or to the right? To the left, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And why am I going there anyway? Alright, I've decided to pretend to be normal. So, to the right. Through a small grove. I came out at a pier. I must have taken a wrong turn. Hey, wrong way. I turned towards the voice. The first girl stood before me. Now, what did I tell you? To go left of the square, wasn't it? She had changed from her pioneer uniform to a bikini. Oh, I still haven't introduced myself. My name's Slavia. Actually, my full name's Slavanya. Slaviana. But everyone calls me Slavia. So you can too. Yeah. My name's Semyon. I still felt a bit confused, so I could not come up with more meaningful answers. And what's your name? I feel like she could see right through me. Semyon. Nice to meet you, Semyon. Alright, I'm almost done here. Could you wait for a minute? I'm going to change and we'll go to Olga's Dmitrievna together. Agreed? Agreed. At the exchange, she ran off. I sat on the pier and let my feet hang into the water. And we'll be on our way to Dmitrievna in the next episode of Everlasting Summer. So have a great day. I'll see all you beautiful people in next time with a different game or this game. Who knows? I could do an entire week of just uploading this. Wouldn't that be awesome? If you would like that, please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at Broski Clark. Shameless promotions. And if you wouldn't like to see me, like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at Broski Clark, and then tell me how much you don't like it, so I don't have to read your comment. Da 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 da.
She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says, Mr. Rose. Smooth, just like a silk. Soft and cuddly, hug me up like a quilt. I'm a lyrical lover,